I feel like shit just keeps happening to me, and it's giving me a lot of stories, but it's also very unfortunate. Hey y'all, I'm finally at a point where I look kind of normal, so I thought I would start filming videos again. If my makeup looks a little fucked up, or if I look puffy, or if it looks like I got Botox, that's because I had a really interesting birthday weekend. My face isn't as swollen today, okay. My face isn't as swollen today, and I'm gonna show you guys pictures throughout this whole process, but basically, I fucked up my life. So don't be like me, children, learn from my mistakes, please, because this was honestly one of the worst experiences of my life. This was the most painful thing I have ever been through. So you could probably tell by the thumbnail, or if you follow me on Twitter, I posted pictures of my face. Basically, I went snowboarding for my birthday. We were there for probably 6 hours, and my dumbass did not wear sunscreen. Not even just me, none of us wore sunscreen, but Paige and I definitely had it the worst, but everybody got a pretty bad sunburn. People are gonna get pissed if I don't get straight to the point, so basically I had sun poisoning, and I'm gonna go over what that is, I guess. This is like not an informational video, but I wanted to talk about my experience, what happened, and then my fucking face. You guys, I actually can't. So my birthday was February 28th. It was last Thursday. And for my birthday, my dad wanted to take us snowboarding, and I love snowboarding. I've been a couple times. I hadn't gone in like 2 years, so I was kind of nervous that I would suck ass. But we got there and it was so much fun, you guys. I had the best day. Last year for my birthday, I was in Iceland, so I was like, okay, fuck. How do I top this? But honestly, I had an amazing birthday. I was so happy to spend it with my family. Originally, I was supposed to go to Idaho with some of my friends, but then a lot of people were dropping out at the last minute because they suck. And so my dad called me one day to check on me, and I mentioned that I wanted to come home for my birthday, and he booked me a flight. So I went home for my birthday, and then Paige actually came to visit me. So she stayed with me for a couple days at my dad's house, and then I saw Brittany and I saw Lexi. It was amazing. It was an amazing birthday. But the day after my birthday, that was a little bit rough. I was also kind of sad because it was snowing in Phoenix, like the Phoenix area, like maybe 2 weeks ago. And when I got there, it was like 70 degrees outside, and I was really hoping that it would be snowy and pretty, but it wasn't. Why do I miss all the good shit? But it snows in Flagstaff. So if you guys don't know, I've talked about Flagstaff before. I think I have a vlog from Flagstaff. Actually, I know I have a vlog from Flagstaff, but it's just up north in Arizona. It snows there, and they actually got a lot of snow this winter. I think they got the most snow that they've ever gotten. So we drove up to Flagstaff the morning of my birthday, and we went to Snow Bowl, and we just snowboarded for the day. So we probably got there around 9 or 10 in the morning, and then it doesn't close until 4. So we were snowboarding that entire time. We took a break for lunch, whatever, but for the most part, we were outside this entire time. And like I said, I've gone snowboarding a couple times, and honestly, I don't think I've ever thought about wearing sunscreen, just because you're in the snow and you're in the cold and you don't think about it. My dad too was even like, I don't know how the fuck that like didn't cross my mind, because he skis all the time. He was actually just in Colorado for a week skiing, and he was like, I wear sunscreen every time I go out, but I did not think to tell you guys to wear sunscreen. And so when we were getting all of our equipment and stuff, the guys who worked there were like, okay, make sure you have goggles, make sure you have this and this and this, because the sun is really harsh and the snow is gonna blind the fuck out of you. So they warned us about that. But I also didn't wear goggles. I had a pair that my little sister gave me, but I let my brother's girlfriend wear them because I was like, it's fine, I'll be fine. And I wasn't fine. And I think that actually made it a lot worse for me, because instead of just getting half of my face burnt, my entire face got fucked up. So if you're going snowboarding, please wear goggles and make sure that you have sunscreen. Don't be like me. Or you can wear a mask. I just wasn't wearing it because it was really hot. Like, I had a mask. I had one, but it was like 40, 50 degrees, and it was so bright. It was so hot. So I literally had on like just a long sleeve t-shirt and my snow pants, and that was pretty much it because I was sweating my ass off. So after our entire day of snowboarding, we were leaving, and it's about a 2-hour drive, maybe a little bit more than that, back to where we live in Phoenix, or where my parents live in Phoenix, because I live in Yeehaw. And on the way back home, I was like, my face really hurts, but I just figured I got sunburned. And even Paige was like, yeah, we're probably gonna get a little bit of a sunburn because it is really bright and hot today. And so on the way home, I just kept putting my water bottle on my face because it stung really bad. But I've gotten sunburned before, so I know that feeling, but I'd never really gotten a bad sunburn on my face. Usually it just happens on my shoulders or on my chest. So I'm holding a water bottle to my face, and I was like, damn, this shit hurts. And then my nose was really dry. Like, my face was just irritating the fuck out of me. And so I got chapstick, and I put chapstick like around my nose, because that usually helps for like when my skin gets really dry, especially if I have a bad sunburn, or if like I'm sick and then I'm blowing my nose a lot, and you know when it gets like crusty right here. So I put chapstick like right here, and then my brother's girlfriend had moisturizer, so I put that on. Don't do that, bad idea. Don't put moisturizer on a sunburn because it's gonna trap the heat in. I just didn't know what else to do. Like, my face just felt really dry and really hot, and I thought it was from the windburn, so I was like, okay, moisturizer, that'll be fantastic. So I put moisturizer on my face, and then I fell asleep in the car because I was exhausted. And then we got home. I went and I looked in the mirror, and I was Holy shit. I was just bright red. And I also had a line. I don't think I have a picture. Fuck. I don't think I took a picture when I just had the sunburn. I think I took a picture the next day when I was swollen. Oh no, wait. Okay, I have this picture that I took when I was like going to sleep because I was like, oh my fucking god. Like you could tell my eyelids aren't burnt, and then I had just a line from where my hair was and where my helmet was, so like across like the sides of my face. And that night too, we wanted to go to dinner with Brittany because it was the night of my birthday and I hadn't seen her that day, so I put makeup on because I did not want to go out in public looking like a tomato on my birthday. So I put regular makeup on and it covered it pretty well, but it stung really bad, obviously because I was really burnt. And then that night when I had to take my makeup off, oh my god, that was the worst feeling, oh god, in the entire world. I went and raided my parents' laundry room for the softest washcloth that I could find because it hurts so bad to even touch my face. So oh my god, I like am thinking about the pain right now and I can't do it. So I took my makeup off and I was really red, and then we found this aloe vera in my dad's laundry room. And so I was like, oh, let's just put aloe vera on our faces because we're burnt, and that makes sense. It's like an after sun aloe vera. But the bottle was blue, and so it had some other ingredients in it, but the entire bottle was in Spanish. I don't know where the fuck my parents bought this, but the entire bottle was in Spanish. So I was like, you know what, let's just go for it. And even my little sister was like, I think that's really old, it's probably expired. I don't know if I would use that, but I didn't feel like going out and getting anything because I was just in pain. So I used this supposedly expired aloe vera, put it all over my face. It stung like a bitch, but I was like, okay, that's probably normal because I don't know. But also at the same time, I don't think aloe vera is supposed to sting. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to relieve any pain from a sunburn. I don't know. So I put that on and then we went to sleep. And I woke up in the morning and I was, oh my god, I was so swollen, you guys. I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I thought that I looked weird, but I didn't know, I don't know, I didn't think anything of it because it was the middle of the night, I'm half asleep, I just had to pee, and so, I don't know. So I look in the mirror and I am so swollen, I'll put a picture right here, and I was laughing so hard at myself, like it hurt really bad, but also at the same time, I looked so ridiculous, I couldn't help but laugh. Like I tried to smile, oh my god, I lost my shit. When I took this picture, I was like crying from laughing so hard. And so immediately I go downstairs and I go to my stepmom and I was like, please help me. I don't know what I did. And she was like, oh my god. She's like, what happened? And so I told her, I was like, I think I'm allergic to aloe vera because I used the blue shit, or maybe it's old, I don't know. So she gave me a Benadryl and then she was like, okay, you need to go wash your face, go wash everything off your face and then try to like cool it down. Like put like a cold washcloth or like, you know, ice or something on your face. Not ice, but like ice your face, not just like a piece of ice. So I go upstairs and I wake Paige up and she looks at me and she was like, oh my god. And I didn't even notice that her face is also swollen at this point because I'm just panicking over mine. And so I go and I wash my face just to get everything off of my face that I had put on. And then I go over to her and she was like, my face is swollen too. And I was like, I think I'm allergic to aloe vera. And she's like, well, I'm not. And so why would I be swelling? So that's when we thought that maybe it was expired. So both of us wash our faces and we just like let our faces calm down for a little bit because when you're laying down, it makes the swelling worse. But when you're sitting up, it's like, I don't know any logic behind it or what the fuck is going on. But when you stand up, it's not as swollen. I think it's because like the blood isn't like rushing to your face anymore. Maybe. My camera stopped recording, but I think I was about to talk about IHOP. So after our faces calmed down a little bit, we decided to go to IHOP, which was a terrible idea because people just looked at us like we were crazy. It honestly looked like we had just gotten like a chemical peel or Botox or a lip injection or all three. My top lip has never been fuller in my entire life. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of into it, but at the same time, it hurts really bad. And so we just look crazy. Like I took this picture on the way to IHOP. This is what we looked like when we were ordering our food and in public. And then after IHOP, there was a Sprouts like right next door. So we went to Sprouts and got a new bottle of aloe vera because we figured the old one was expired and this will help us a lot. And then we even had to go get her windshield wipers fixed. And so like all of the people that we're coming in contact with probably think that we are crazy or there's something seriously wrong with us because we both had it. It's not like one or the other. We were at IHOP, Paige is like, normally when people are staring at me and I have makeup on, she's like, and I feel good about myself, I'm like, wow, they think I'm pretty. Right now people are staring at me and I just know that I look crazy. So we got the aloe vera, we went back to my house and we started putting it on and mine started to burn really, really badly. And so I'm sitting there, I was like watching TikToks on my phone and I was like, does your face burn? And she was like, no. And so that's when I got even more scared because I was like, I fucking am allergic to this shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I went and I washed my face again and my face hurt so bad that I was like, I'm gonna put moisturizer on because I don't know how else to fix this. But my moisturizer also has like acne fighting ingredients. Bad idea, don't do that shit. because that shit burns too. Everything was killing me. I was like, I don't know what to do right now. So then we both end up taking a nap because we took a Benadryl that morning to get rid of some of the puffiness. And so we were absolutely exhausted. Even when we were at IHOP and going to Sprouts, we were like, why are we so tired? We're so dead. And then we were like, oh yeah, we took a Benadryl and that shit makes you drowsy. So we took a nap and I woke up from the nap and I was re-swollen and I took these photos. I was literally documenting everything because I'm like, I was so scared of my face. And then I started to see blistering on my cheek, and that's when I started to panic. Because before I was laughing at it and I was like, okay, we're dumb, this is our own fault, we were in the sun for this long without sunscreen, I don't know what we expected. But then when I started to see the blistering, I was like, okay, this is really bad. And Paige was like, you probably have a 2nd-degree burn on your face. And I was like, oh my God. I literally was so anxious and I was trying so hard not to cry because I was so scared that I like fucked up my face. And I was texting my brother's girlfriend and I was like, are you having any of these issues? And she was like, no. She's like, I'm really sunburned, but that's about it. And so I think that the main difference was that she had goggles and everybody else had goggles and stuff except for Paige and I. So that's why our eyes were swelling up and that's why we got the worst of it, because our entire face was exposed and not just our bottom half. Paige was gonna go see her friend who lives in Arizona. And so while she was doing that, I texted my sister and I'm like, will you please go to urgent care with me because I can't take this anymore and I don't know what to do. So we went to the emergency room, not even urgent care. We went to the emergency room because we were both kind of freaking out. And I walk in and the lady was like, hi, like, how can I help you? And I was like, I need somebody to help me with my face. And so she starts laughing. She was like, what happened? Because I think she could see it. I was laughing because I know how crazy I look at this moment. And so I was laughing and she was laughing and she was like, what happened? And I was like, I went snowboarding and I didn't wear sunscreen and I think I'm allergic to aloe vera. I'm having a weird reaction. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's get you looked at right now. So they take me back there and the guy starts asking me a bunch of questions and it was basically just like random shit, you know, like, do you smoke? Do you do drugs? Do you drink? And this and that. And did you wear sunscreen? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you're a dumbass. And I'm like, I know. So talking about all that stuff, takes my blood pressure, checks my heart, all that fun stuff. So then they leave and I actually have a video. My sister was like, this is so sad because you don't even look like the same person anymore. So I'm gonna play that.
Is that vodka?
And she was sending videos to her friends because she's an asshole and they were like, oh my God, that is the saddest shit I've ever seen. Like I have so many pictures from me just like sitting in the ER, how fucked up I have so many pictures, you guys. I was trying to document everything because I'm like, I will never look like this again because I'm going to lather myself in sunscreen every time I even like look out of a window. So finally the doctor comes in. He was in there for about 4 seconds and he just explained to me, he's like, I don't think you're allergic to aloe vera because it's very uncommon for that to happen. It's such a natural like plant. Like there's no fucking way that you're allergic to this shit. He didn't say that at all. Not even close, but it was something along those lines. And he was like, you have sun poisoning, which is basically just a really, really bad sunburn, but with the swollen, the puffiness, and then you're also gonna probably get sick. So he was like, you might get nauseous, you're gonna get headaches, you're gonna feel sick, like you're gonna feel like you have a fever and this and that because you got poison. You got fucking poison, little bitch, because you're dumb. So he told me that I just have to let my face do its thing. Don't pick at it. Obviously, don't pop the blisters. Literally just let it do its thing. And then he prescribed me prednisone, which is like a steroid. And then he also gave me a steroid cream and told me other things that I could do. And then he sent me on my little way and he was like, make sure you wear sunscreen next time. Don't do this again. It's very bad for you, obviously. And so I left there and then me and my sister went to Walgreens. So I got, I think it's called hydrocortisone. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hydrocortisone. I got that cream so I would use that on my face. And then I actually never went and got the prednisone because the cream was working. I have to burp. And also my prescription wouldn't be ready until I think they said 5:30 and I had dinner at 5:30 with my mom for my birthday and then I got drunk and then I just didn't think about it and my flight was the next day so I never picked it up. But my stepdad was telling me too that there's a lot of side effects with prednisone, so he was like, if the cream is working and you already see it like simmering everything down, I wouldn't take it. It's probably not necessary. So I didn't take it. I've just been using the cream. Even when I went to my mom's house, they were like, you poor thing. Like, you don't even look like yourself. This is, like, they saw me from, like, across the hallway. Like, I walked in through the garage, and my stepdad was coming down the hallway, and he was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then my mom saw me, and she was like, my poor child. And then my grandparents were like, oh my God. Like, I feel like my grandma was about to cry. I'm not kidding. Poor little Oma was like, my baby, my poor baby. My grandpa was just kind of like, what? But yeah, I have pictures from that too. My mom really wanted to take a birthday picture with me because she hates me. So she was like, can I post this on Facebook? I'm like, no, not unless you explain what the fuck is, I don't want people to think this is what I look like. Cause she goes, but I'll post a good picture of you too next to it. And I'm like, the people are just gonna think I'm a catfish. People are gonna think that I could somehow transform that swollen puffiness into like this. No, Mom, you have to explain. And then after we had dinner, my niece really wanted me to come over because she wanted to sing happy birthday to me because I didn't get to see her the day of my birthday because my face was so bad and I had dinner and then I got home and I was so tired. So I went over there the next day when my face was even worse and really swollen because she bought me a cake and she wanted to sing to me and how can I say no to that? So I went over there and she saw me and she was like she was scared of me. She's 3, she's about to turn 4, and she was scared of me, scared of my ass. My other niece, who's 1, I don't think she even noticed, which is awesome. She's amazing. But I'm pretty sure she was scared because at that point she didn't even want to sing to me anymore. I think I made her nervous. But that's whatever. I completely understand. And then I went back to my mom's and I got way too drunk on champagne, which helped ease the pain a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I had my own remedy for this. So then I went back home, I applied my creams and shit, I went to bed, I woke up, I was re-swollen. They told me that every time I wake up, if I'm gonna take a nap or if I'm going to sleep for the night, I'm gonna wake up swollen. That's just what's gonna happen. But it'll die down like within, even 10-15 minutes. So the next day I wake up and my face is swollen and my flight was actually this day and I was so scared to get on a plane looking like that. I'm like, nobody's gonna wanna sit next to me. People are gonna think I'm like, I don't know. Actually, when I was at the airport too, I saw a lady who I'm almost positive was on meth. Like I'm not fucking joking. She had like little scabbies all over her face and she kept itching them and she just fit the stereotype, I think, of a crackhead. Kind of nasty, and she was itching herself and she was being really weird in the bathroom and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? People think that I am that. People think that I am her right now. Like I look crazy. So I tried to act normal and I was really nice to people and I smiled at everybody, which probably didn't help. They probably thought something was really wrong with me, which there was, to be fair. This is what I looked like getting on my flight. I took pictures before it so that people, If this ever happens to me again, God, smite me, please. Like, what the fuck? I sat next to this really nice lady and her 2 kids. I think her son stared at me the entire flight because he's probably thinking, Mom, what the fuck is wrong with this girl's face? But he was really cute and she had another kid who was really sweet, and so I hung out with them. Didn't even hang out with them. I tried to stare out the window the whole time so that he couldn't see my face. And then yesterday was my first day back in Texas, and it wasn't as bad yesterday. Honestly, right now it's just really red, and you can still see like the outline of where my helmet and hair was. So I took these pictures last night. This was actually like during my stream or maybe after my stream. I didn't do face cam. I'm not gonna do face cam for a little bit because when I take my makeup off, it's pretty bad. I was actually surprised that I could make myself look kind of normal today because underneath this, oh my god, you'd be surprised at what I look like underneath this right now. My skin is so dry and so flaky and peely. I bought a lotion. I bought a Vino. It's like a super moisturizing lotion. It's for really dry skin. It doesn't really have any ingredients in it. It has shea butter in it, which is really good for dry skin and sunburns and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt. And then I also have my cream that I put on. So I have like a fucking thick layer of shit underneath my foundation right now, which actually helped a little bit. But I'm going to take my makeup off right after this video because I don't want my skin to be irritated at all. I want it to just heal and be okay. And then when I take my makeup off, I'll take a picture and I'll put it right here. This is what my face looks like today. This happened on Thursday and today is Monday. So it's actually not that bad. It healed pretty fast. And they told me that it would. They said that the first day would be the worst with the swelling and the pain. And then from there on, it would just be the redness and the dryness that would probably be irritating me. And then obviously the more my skin flakes, the itchier it is. So I also have Benadryl that I take when I'm going to sleep. Can't really take it during the day because it makes me so drowsy. I wouldn't be able to do anything with my day. And then I've pretty much just been applying the lotion and then the cream whenever I feel like my skin is irritating me or getting dry again. Because it'll be like a couple hours. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm good. And then I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, oh fuck. And then it gets itchy and flaky and dry. And then I also use a warm washcloth to get the dead flaky skins off because that shit's ugly. Yeah, it's been a rough couple days. But I'm honestly surprised because it's only been like what, 7 Thursday, so 3 days. This is like day 4, of my sunburn, my sun poisoning. And it's almost healed. It's almost fully healed. It's just really the redness and then my skin just has to flake off. And then we're gonna be good. My mom was like, this might be nice because it's gonna give you a whole fresh face. It's gonna be nice and smooth and beautiful. And I'm like, wasn't worth it, so I don't care. I want my old face back. So that was how I spent my birthday. If you're gonna learn anything from any of my videos, watching me for, years and whatever, it's to wear sunscreen. That's my most important lesson to date, is to wear sunscreen when you do anything outside. Or you're gonna look like this. And it's not worth it. So just wear sunscreen. It's that fucking easy. I honestly can't even imagine what would have happened if I wasn't wearing long sleeves and stuff. Because there were some people snowboarding who had like shorts and a t-shirt on because it's not cold outside. I mean, the snow is cold, but if you're not planning on falling on your ass a lot, then you'll be okay. But Paige also had like a scoop neck on, and so her chest was pretty burnt too, but it wasn't that bad. But I am very happy that it was just my face and not my entire body. I would have preferred it to be like my shoulders and not my face. But you live and you learn. So now I'm gonna get nice up close and personal so you can kind of see. I don't know if you can really tell that much. My eyes are still pretty puffy, like you can see when I like push down on it. And then right here was really swollen. A lot of like, my nose looked nice and wide. And then my lips are kind of fucked up. Like my lips got really chapped, which I expected to happen because they're so dry right now because of the sun poisoning. But my lips were huge. And I don't have big lips, so saying that, it's like, oh my God. But yeah, my face is just still a little bit puffy. It's not that bad. And then it's just super red underneath my makeup. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had an amazing week last week. I'm sorry that I didn't upload very much. I had a video planned to go up on Sunday, but I just didn't have time to edit it. And it's a video that I can't edit it on my laptop. I was going to, but I started watching the video back here and I was like, this is gonna take me so long to edit. It would take me like 3 times as long. And also when I edit on my laptop, the videos don't end up as good. So I just wanted to save it and edit it here, where I felt comfortable. So I only had one video last week, but that video I feel like was really important. Also, a lot of people were commenting on it, telling their stories and things that have happened to them. If you didn't watch it, it was basically about, I guess, getting abducted and just like a fear that I have, and something scary happened that like involves all of that. So go watch it if you haven't seen it. I can't even summarize it because it's just gonna sound so stupid if I try to summarize it. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to make a video reading other people's stories and talking about that kind of stuff a little bit more, because it is a fear that I have and it is something that happens. I think I only got like 2 negative comments and they were both from men, so what the fuck ever. One of them was telling me I'm delusional because a guy was just buying water, which was not the story at all. And then the other person was like, typical woman, and I'm like, all right. But if you guys want me to make a video sharing other people's stories or like going through the comments and stuff like that, I would love to do that. I feel like it's a really important thing to talk about, and so I wouldn't mind having a couple of videos just like making people more aware, I guess, of what is going on in the world. But other than that, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoy my face right now because she's finally normal. I probably should have recorded a video when it was fucked up. I think that would have been kind of funny, but not funny at the same time. But I love you guys. Wear sunscreen, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Ow, I just hit my hand. I'm actually so excited to take my makeup off, but I'm also not excited at the same time because I finally look decent. Like the last couple days, I've been like, wow, I am nasty. And then I'm finally like, oh my God, wow, I look normal again. And now I'm gonna have to take it off and I'm gonna look normal. I'm not gonna look normal anymore. Also, my hair is so faded, you guys. I started using Head & Shoulders because I wanted my hair to fade. And can I just say, this shit really fades your hair. I guess it's kind of known for stripping color out of your hair, and it's done a pretty good job, I have to say. It actually doesn't look as lightened here as it does in person. In person, I just have like a lot of blonde pieces that have come through because I'm trying to get all of the pink out. I just kind of want my hair to go back to normal, you know? That's all I want. But okay, I'm gonna go make some pizza. Love you guys. See ya.